Today I'm sharing what dining is really like in the main dining room on board Voyager of the Seas, along with a few dining tips that can make a good cruise experience a great one. Hi, it's Bonnie and I've been on over 55 cruises, including many with Royal Caribbean, and I'm always surprised by how many small dining details people don't realize they can adjust. If you want your evenings to feel more relaxed and enjoyable, stay with me. These tips can make a big difference. Let's get started. I've done a lot of main dining rooms over the years, and I've learned that the table location can completely change the experience, especially if you're cruising solo, or you're filming, or you have something else that is why you need a different table. This ended up being my favorite place to have dinner on Voyager of the Seas. Once I was settled in the right spot, the dining room felt relaxed, comfortable, and easy to enjoy, which isn't always the case on a busy ship. Today, I'm in a new table because my other one was in the middle of an aisleway. Here's my table today. They took a table of 4 and split it for me. Normally prefer something like over there by the wall. And it was right next door to these other people that were bloggers. And they were like commercial with these huge like TV equipment. So I said, can I just have something quieter? So he created this table for me. I have a window here. I'm at 427A. It's really not even a table. There's the waiter station here, and they normally don't have a table here. So I'm like, I need a space. And it was ironic because these people were up in, they were supposed to stand asking, requesting to change because they were next to a lady that was like a food critic, and she was analyzing the food and putting it up on a stand and analyzing every little aspect of the food, and they were sitting right next to her. Didn't care that she was bothering them. I feel like anyone that does this kind of work really needs to be respectful of the people trying to have a nice time in the dining room. And you know, it's just common courtesy. They're like, we've been on 75 cruises and we've never seen such a thing like this. You know, it's just like, I don't know. So finally on day 4, I'm in a good spot. This is my table now. I'd rather do this than what I've been getting. I'm very aware that the dining room is a shared space, and I never want to interfere with someone else's evening. My dining experience really didn't start out perfectly. First, I was assigned to a large table of 8, and after I said I needed a change, then they changed it to a table for 2 that was really just a part of a larger setup table for 4, right in a high traffic area. So it wasn't ideal for my filming. I didn't feel comfortable, and I kept checking back politely with the host after dinner to make sure that something hadn't opened up. I was in traditional dining, the second seating. The host was eventually able to create a table that worked much better for me. It was near a window, slightly tucked away, but much calmer, much better, much more private. It just was perfect. And it made all the difference. Once I was settled, I really enjoyed my waitstaff. They were personable, and we enjoyed exchanging stories. I saw them throughout the ship, and that familiarity, especially traveling solo, made dining feel more personal and relaxed for me personally.
Like this. Maybe. Oh, that's pretty. Beautiful. We are watching the sunset from my dining room. I've seen 3 sunsets now.
Hey, you! Hello, sir.
Oh
my goodness.
Menus change nightly, and Royal Caribbean keeps things fairly consistent across the fleet. I did enjoy several meals here, and I like that you can order more than one item if something catches your eye. sunset will be at 9:15. Came out nice. Nice, thank you. Stir fried vegetables and rice. And mango tapioca. We have a taste of Mexico. It's the chili salmon. Chicken and mushroom pie. This is carrot cake. It's yummy. One thing that surprised me on this cruise was how much people embraced the theme nights. The 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, white night, Caribbean night. So it's Halloween here on the Voyager of the Seas. I had to kind of think a minute what ship I was on. Anyway, everybody's in costume. I honestly think that this is probably more going on than I would have at home because all the kids in my neighborhood seem to have disappeared. But there's kids trick-or-treating earlier, and then we're going to have an adult parade. But they don't tell you any of this, so I'm just letting you know if you come on a Royal Caribbean ship for Halloween, you're going to probably want to bring a costume or pick something up. I happen to have this cape from my Cunard cruise last year, like this. That's kind of fun. It's fun to see all the European people enjoy this because they don't really do this. And they're going to have a party later. I love it. Today is 70s night. And I've never seen like groups of people dressed for 70s night. I mean, they came to the dining room that way. Usually you'll see it maybe at parties. Every ship is different, and it seems like on the longer ones they really do dress. So you've got your white night, you've got your 50s, 60s night, and now this is the 70s. You know, like I said, for Halloween it was just a blowout party. So that was really fun, and everybody did bring costumes. These are things I didn't know. It's not really written anywhere, so. This is my chicken parmesan. Doesn't that look delicious? On cheese with it. That looks really nice. It's a huge piece. So from Halloween to White Night, people really dressed for dinner. It added a fun social energy to the room. If you are traveling solo or you prefer a quieter dining experience, it is okay to ask for a table that works for you. Be patient, kind, and persistent, and that usually will go a long way. Also, I would add, just make sure that you're talking to the host when they have time to really concentrate on what you're asking for. If they're super busy, that's not the best time. Overall, the main dining room on Voyager of the Seas offered a classic cruise dining experience, especially once I found a setup that worked for me. If you enjoy being waited on, having a structured evening, and slowing down after a busy day, the main dining room can be a great option. I'd love to know how you handle dining on a cruise. Do you prefer traditional dining, my time dining, or something more casual? Let me know in the comments below. Just know that when you do a Caribbean night, a white night, formal night, 60s, 70 night, it's always the same on any ship wherever you go. So I forgot that and I didn't dress Caribbean, but everybody's in their Caribbean attire and the waiters get to pick their own shirts. And they love it because they're out of their uniform. It's just more free. You know, it's like Dress Down Friday or something. So, and then we're having a party up on the deck later on. It has been my pleasure showing you the Voyager of the Seas main dining room, and I hope that you have learned some tips that will help your future cruise vacation. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have found this helpful, enjoyable, or you've learned something, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for more future tips and travel information. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cruising, and until next time.
It's still sunny at 7:15 at night. It's nice that we have this door right here.
Tomorrow again, same time, 5 minutes before.